friends. Good Sunday evening to you. It's Betty McKnit here, and tonight I will be continuing my 6-day Supernova blanket. It's just busy work at this point. We've gotten out to the past the baby blanket stage, and we are just on repeat. So this is day 8 for this project, and it's looking pretty big. It is meant to be, quote unquote adult size. So I do want to keep it going a little bit more, probably at least two more repeats. One, two, the pattern says 1 repeat of those last 6 rounds for a baby blanket. So I did that, and then 3 repeats for an adult size. So I'm pretty sure this round right here, these granny rounds, were the baby blanket size repeat. And then I could be wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but anyways, we're just on repeats of making it bigger and bigger. The yarn that I used is Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle, and the name of the color is Chewy. This is my second cake of this so far, and I started the first cake from the inside, and then I started the second cake from the outside because I wanted the colors, the stripes, to reverse in order. So that's what you're seeing right up here, and this brown is where I changed to the second cake, and I started from the outside, and so it's going back through, back into that color, and then the grays and blues will be next. So we'll see how far I get. I'm not feeling like staying on for a really long time tonight. It's just not that exciting anymore, and last night I ran out of stuff to say. So yeah, we'll just do what I do. You know how it is. So if you're hanging out, just definitely say hi, keep me company, and just work on this for a little bit and see how it goes. Oh, my hands are cold, so my nails are purple. They look purple right now because I got the mood polish color change. All right, TikTok, I'm going to put you up overhead and get started on this. Need to move that. The other thing I'm doing with this blanket is I'm using this Scented Stitches Stitch Aromatherapy Balm, and it is it's an aromatherapy balm, and it's specifically designed for hand knits, handmade items. You apply it to your finger where you tension the yarn, and it has essential oils in it, so it's basically aromatherapy. It smells really nice while you're working on it, but it also imparts the scent and the aroma to the yarn and to the hand knit. Now, I mostly just use it to enjoy my project more, so honestly, I don't really know. Yeah, I definitely can smell it. I think you have to apply this, maybe I do it like at the end of every round if I remember, but I think you would really have to, um, you'd really have to, be a little bit more mindful than what I'm being with this. I'm like trying it, so I think if you really wanted your entire project to be scented, you would have to, do better than I'm doing about remembering to put it on all the time. So, but I just opened this when I started this project, and I've hardly used any of it at all. I don't think I have even wound it up at all. So it does really last. So if I wanted to buy one of these and then use the whole thing on a project, I mean, I think I don't think you could use this whole thing on one project. I think you'd have to be sitting there every couple stitches and putting it on, but I don't think that's how it's meant to be used, but it's probably meant to be used a little bit more than when I'm using it. Let's see. My row 5A from the last session keeps coming up a short stitch going up the mountain. I may need to pull back. Hey, Amanda, I think mine did too, actually. And I think I might have fudged it, but I don't know. I don't remember. But there was in the on the video, I don't know, there was one round where I was a stitch short. I don't think I went back to figure it out. I think I just fudged it. So I hope the pattern's not off. Let me go ahead and do this. So I'm going to be, this is round 2C for me. And I believe this is the third time I've done round 2C. Okay, round 2C, chain 2, double crochet. Oh, no. Hold on, I am not on 2C. I am on row 7B, 7B. Sorry about that. I mean, if you think the pattern is off by a count, please let me know. Because it's very possible. Hi, Elise. It's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle. If you click the poll, there's a poll on this live video. If you click the poll, it has all the details of everything I'm doing. There we go. Whoops. So on the single crochet round 7B, okay. We single crochet in each stitch and make 2 single crochet in the peak stitch. And then it says how many you should have between peaks. I think it's going to be 44. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's called Scented Stitches. 5, 6, and I have an affiliate code in my link tree. Hang on, I'll get it for you. I meant to put it in the description, but I always have to go back and I'm gonna have to look for it because I can't remember what it is. I need a tiny for it so I can remember it. The one that I'm using is called Calm. But they have there's 4 stitches I messed up your counting. Oh, honey, I don't care. I hate counting. Confidence, cheer, and power, and then calm. These are the 4 scents that they have. And my favorite of all of them is power. And I would say after that, I really like the cheer. It smells very rosy. And the power, I love it because it smells like Palo Santo. So if you don't like that smell, you're not going to like this, but I love it. I used to have an office for my somatic practice and I would burn Palo Santo in it all the time. And it smelled amazing in there. And then this one is the Confidence. It's frankincense, ylang, cardamom, and jasmine absolute. Okay, so let me get back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nothing worse. I hate worse than sitting here counting to anything over 8. In fact, I'm just going to do them and then come back and count later, I guess, because I keep wanting to talk. Wow, the delay on YouTube is like really long. Okay, let me go back and count them. Let's see, in between the peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. What did I say? I said 44. 44. 44 stitches between the peaks. Yes, it's blanket. It's taking forever. Well, it's a 6-day blanket. I'm on the 8th day. I went really slow on the first few days and I counted everything out and I explained exactly how to do everything on the live. And that's my excuse for not finishing in 6 days. But honestly, I don't think I would have. I think if you want to do a star blanket in 6 days and you want it to be a full-size blanket, you have to use worsted weight. I don't think you can do a 3-weight star blanket in 6 days unless you want to do more than unless you want to work on it for more than 3 hours a day. because I've been on here for at least 2.5, 3 hours working on it, and working on this one. And I have not worked on it offline at all. So when I'm all done, I'll add up all the hours and tell you how many hours you'd have to work on it a day in order to finish it in 6 days. But I think it's going to be like 5 hours or 6 hours or something like that. It's going to be a lot. But if you do it with worsted weight or chunky weight or bulky weight, it's going to come together. It's going to work up so fast. I've made a bulky weight one on here. I did 2 marathon videos and completed one in about 16 hours. I think that's what it ended up taking me. I did like 10 hours one day and 6 hours the next day. So I did it in 2 days. Hey Amy, how you doing? What's everyone working on tonight? Anyone crocheting? Working on a granny square blanket? You're taking a break. Your wrists are aching. Okay, let's talk about it. Are you using ergonomic hooks? What are you doing about your aching wrists? Why do you think they're aching? You have carpal tunnel, but you push through. Oh, it's if you have pain, you have to stop. You can't keep going. I was talking to another creator today that was using braces to keep her wrists from moving. Look, this is the action that you need in your fingers, okay? So that you can kind of reduce the, like you notice I'm not doing a lot of twisting. A lot of the action is in my fingers here. Okay, and then I like the Furls hooks because although they're not making this kind anymore, because I can keep my hand. It seems counterintuitive. You would think that because the hook is weighty, that it's weighted, that it would hurt and you would have to work harder. But there's something about the weight that it has that it makes it easier to, to relax my hand. But you have to relax your hands while you're working. And honestly, I think if you need like compression gloves and wrist braces and things like that, that you have to stop. It's too much. I mean, unless you have arthritis, then I think people with arthritis or hypermobility. I'm still working on my star. It's not been a good summer fall transition. Hopefully some better news this week. Oh, I hope so. I think under pressure I hang on a bit tighter. Yeah, it sounds like but yeah, if crochet is causing you pain, I'll just say this. If crochet is causing you pain, you have some habits that you need to change. I have trouble holding the yarn. I haven't been able to do a row. I'm defeated. It's mostly my left wrist, not my hook wrist. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Well, so what are you are you leaning your arm on something hard? I mean, I have these gel pads for where my arms rest on the table. And you do want to have your arms resting on something. You don't want to be holding your arms suspended in the air because then your muscles are doing all that work. So you do want to be able to release your arms down. So if your left arm if you're leaning that on the arm of a chair or the arm of something, you need something soft under there to protect your arm as you're leaning on it. And then I would say, I mean, I tension my yarn with my pinky finger like that, which really is not good for your pinky finger. If you can learn how to tension it around your pinky so that you can keep your hand loose. I try to do it, but then I just go back to the old way every once in a while. But I haven't had any problems. But I saw a creator on here who held her tension by flicking her pinky, and she didn't know it was like, the quote unquote better way or whatever. I mean, when people say, "Oh, somebody told me there's no, I was doing it wrong, you know, or my grandmother told me to do it like this, but however you hold your yarn is, you know, whatever feels right for you is what's best for you. But I think that is only true if it's not hurting you, you know, if it's not impacting you. So we have this like sense of rebellion where we don't want to be told we're doing it wrong, we're holding the hook wrong, we're holding the yarn wrong. Um, and then we end up in pain and we're like, I wish somebody had told me, you know. So those are a couple ideas for your left hand are learn how to tension the yarn um, without gripping that hand, and hold the work without gripping that work, without gripping, um, and in every way possible support your body with pillows or the arm of a chair with a pillow on top of it, or if you're at a desk like me, and then use these soft gel pads or something so that your body is not taking the impact of the pressure of your body against gravity, you know, with the table or the desk or whatever in between. Support your body so that you can be as relaxed as possible. But yeah, 'tis the season. And I feel like everybody's going to start talking about their different exercises and tips for people to avoid pain and avoid injury. But a lot of the time, what I see are those tips come from people who have already been injured and they're coming back and they're showing their physical therapy exercises that they've been given by their physical therapist or hand specialist or whoever. But if you don't correct the problem, if you don't correct your habits, then I think you're going to continue to have pain. And then I just kind of cringe when I see people just throwing on compression gloves because their wrists are hurting and their hands are hurting and they want to keep going. Like, you're just damaging your body. The only people I really encourage to use compression gloves are people who have arthritis and, you know, have pain all the time. I have one thing that I have found really helpful when I do overdo it, which I do sometimes. Sometimes I have to stop because I'm in pain and I've overdone it. But I have and I have them in my Amazon store. Those infrared. I have one of those infrared healing um, mats. It looks like a heating pad, but it doesn't get warm. And I roll it around and it has like a Velcro that you can put on it. So I roll it into a tube and then I stick my hand in that and it'll go for like 20 minutes. And if I have any kind of pain or discomfort at all, I use that and it's gone the next day. It's gone. My only regret is I wish I had gotten the mittens. They're like mitts that you just stick your hand in, but I wanted it to often the pain when I have pain it's up into my forearm or even in my elbow. So I wanted something for that, but I feel like the hand ones would be cool, and they have wireless ones that you can or rechargeable, I guess, where you can charge them and you don't have to worry about the cords and all that stuff. So they have nicer versions than the one that I got, and I have a couple of those in my Amazon storefront. But that infrared heating, not heating, I keep calling it a heating pad, but it's not a heating pad. Um, I don't know what it is. Infrared light pad? I don't know. So I use that. And Just see if I can get that CBD oil in my Amazon storefront too. I have some CBD oil that I use when I am in pain. And then I think you all, I don't know, I use this like every time. I use this on my hands, and I along with uh-oh, it's kind of caught my little face blaster. I use this on my hands and arms almost every time I crochet. I mean, when your body is in pain, it's trying to tell you something. So just sticking a bandage on it and continuing to go is ignoring the symptoms. If you have pain, something about your habits needs to change. It's in our nature to just like, oh, just keep going, you know. My sister has one for her knee. See if you can use it. See if she'll let you borrow it. The yarn won't slide when I wrap my pinky. I can get it to work. I have to slow down though, and then I forget. I'll put some of this on both fingers. See if that helps me remember. You have to go rent. I mean, I'm definitely relaxing my hand a lot more when I do it. This is an aromatherapy aromatherapy balm, and it it puts essential oils into the yarn. It smells really nice when you are working. Molly says, "Hi, Miss Betty. Currently working on a Ridgy Didge blanket. Just finished my first day 6-day blanket. Your patterns are amazing and super clear." Aw, thank you. Thank you, and thank all the people that have made them, and also my my friend and a follower in my group. Her name is Diane, who came up with the Ridgy Didge stripe, and there were other people doing textured stripes on the 6-day kid blanket for a while, and I never wrote any of them up until Dee did her version last year, and then we had a thing where we named it. The essential oil balms are from they are from Scented Stitches. Sorry, that's not it. And I have an affiliate code. There you go. Oh, that's not right. Here we go. This is it. And if you click it, if you join their email list, they give you $5. $5 off. It's in my link tree as well. Scented Stitches. I think it says shop Scented Stitches Aromatherapy Stitch Balm. And this one is called Calm. And it has, what does it have in it? Lavender, bergamot, sweet orange, and patchouli. And I know you're thinking, ew, patchouli. But it does not have an overpowering patchouli scent. It's really, I'm getting mostly lavender and a little bit of sweet orange. Amanda, what? Trying to figure out what you're trying to say there. I also, going back to taking care of your hands, etc. I question some of the advice I see because I don't know where it's coming from, but I just want to say that where I get my ideas are from my dance background and somatic background. When I was a dance major at the University of Hawaii, we had to read this dance anatomy and kinesiology book, and one of the things the book said, that was dance injuries. I feel like this is sort of true for crochet as well, are either caused by ignorance or stupidity. Either you didn't know what you were doing, or you knew what you were doing and you did it anyways. Because dancers are people like crocheters who will keep going even though they have pain, and they'll keep going until that whatever is in pain completely stops working, or they're injured on stage, or you know they're forced to stop, and then it's tears. So that's, I think, the basis of my feeling that if you are in pain, just sticking a bandage on it and continuing to crochet for hours and hours without changing anything is probably not the wisest move. Yeah, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to keep that pinky going. I gave up for a while. I have the one more row syndrome, and it is hard to stop sometimes till I have pain. I mean, we all want to get the blanket done before the baby is born. I'm in that situation right now. I'm working on a baby blanket for a friend's baby. The baby was born 2 weeks ago. Um, I I think I waited until the baby was born to start it, but um, and I wanted to drop it off last week, and I haven't. It's still not done. So we all do it. We all do that. We all want to finish something or make. I just literally bite off more than I can chew all the time, and I think, oh, this I can get this done this week. And you often it's more like a month than a week that it takes me to get it done. I don't know how I think I'm a superwoman. I don't know how I think I can get all the stuff done that I think I can get done. And then I take these naps, and I'm like, what the heck? I had stuff I needed to get done. I know, right? That's pretty. I'm currently trying new stitches with the blanket that I'm making. Well, that's good. Do you sell your finished items or gift donate? I don't do that so much anymore. I used to. I'm mainly a designer. I don't make that many gifts. I only make gifts for like the really special people in my life. You know, you can't really ask me for something. I mean, my daughter could. My daughter could say, "Could you make me a da da da?" And I would probably make it for her. But I don't just make handmade stuff for just any old buddy. Um, it's usually really from the heart when I do decide to do it. But a lot of the time when I'm making that, I am going to give this blanket that I'm working on. But a lot of the time at this point, the point that I'm at, I need to keep them on hand for samples. I have books that I'm trying to write and things like that, and they take a long time to make, and then they need to be photographed and for the pattern. And then last year, I had somebody approach me and say they wanted to put my patterns in their catalog and could they photograph the samples themselves, and I had no longer had the samples, so I had to recreate a bunch of samples so that my work could be in this catalog, and that took a really long time. It slowed me down on a lot of my other goals for that year. um, it was not good. So a lot of the time when I make something, I I hang on to at least one version of every single pattern that I have, and then I'm I'm like a crazy person with all the ideas that I have. I'm like on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. And almost all my patterns um use these same 6 rows of stitches, and it's like I can make it into this, I can make it into that, I can make it in. And then and people, followers are always saying, Betty, will you make a bag? Will you make a poncho? Will you make a da da da? Like on and on. So I'm just like on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. But the focus is on making the pattern and not so much the item itself. I mostly ask my kids or grands if they want. If not, I donate. Family babies only. Yeah, I don't make stuff to sell. I will never do that. Once in a while, it's an organization that I really, um, that I'm really closely part of, that I feel is important. I will make something like for their charity auction, maybe, but that's the closest thing to like making and selling that I have come. Has anyone tried crocheting temperature blankets? Do you mean with the 6-day blanket? There is a lady in our group that has done it. Um, and I had written up I have a lot of patterns that are like, basically I just wrote down the idea and I put them in my membership community for somebody to try. And then when someone becomes interested in it and tries it, then we'll work on it. Otherwise it won't get worked on until I feel like working on it. But the temperature blankets, they're in the design workshop in my membership community, just like waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, sure, I would like to make a temperature blanket with the 6-day blanket. the issue is that you would want it to be, you know, like a, have you considered giving blankets to charity? That, but I mean, what blankets am I going to give? My samples? You know, I don't make that many. I'm not really a maker. I'm a designer. Yeah, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying, that I have to hang on to them to be photographed. Okay, round 2C, and this is the third time for 2C. Chain 2, double crochet 2 together in the same stitch. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 double crochet in the next stitch. So I have to change this. So it should say 3 double crochet in the next stitch, skip 2. So how many times is it going to be this time? 1, 2, yeah, I'm either making a sample for my designs that end up, like I display them around the house. I live in a beach house, and I have like half of my house I live and work in, and the other half is for guests. And then depending on who's coming over, who is coming to stay, I'll make the beds up with the different blankets. So I do use them at home, but I really hang on to them for the purpose, you know, for the purposes of my business. And then for the, you know, really special people in my life will get, you know, like a new baby or something like that. They'll get their own blanket. Hi, Amy. Okay, so this is going to be skip 4, 3 double crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Oops. Three double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the peak. Yeah, my yarn just changed colors. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next 8 times. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, April. Also, April, Anna, I'm not discouraging you from giving to charity, but a few years ago, I started actually making things for myself. And I've noticed since being a viral crochet designer that a lot of crocheters do not make things for themselves. They give away everything or sell everything that they make. And so I always encourage people to make things for themselves and take all the care and love and attention and consideration into making that item for yourself that you do when you make a gift for somebody else. And I can tell you that has brought me a lot of satisfaction and joy. Hello, Andrew. Okay, and then double crochet, skip 4, double crochet 3 together, skip 4. Thank you, Rebecca. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Okay, skip 4, 3. Oops. I'm just making another little adjustment here to make this easier to read. Have a great night, April. Thanks, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew? Are you got your crojo back yet? 2. So last time was 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's 4. 4 times 3, 3, 3 in the peak. Have an extra space. Skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next. Hang on, I'm changing things. I got supplies today so I could start crocheting, but I can't figure out how to start. We have to start by chaining. You have to learn how to do a chain. And then you learn single crochet and then double crochet. Well, if you go online and say, and go on YouTube and, you know, search for how to make a chain in crochet, how to make a slip knot and a chain, they'll show you. I mean, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and show you. So get on YouTube and search how to make a chain. Well, first you learn how to make a slip knot and then you make a chain. And once you feel good about making a chain, then you learn how to single crochet and then you learn how to double crochet. And once you learn all that, you could try doing like a granny square. That should get you started. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you got it. And come back and let me know how that goes. You'll get it. It's a wonderful hobby. Just be patient, especially when you see somebody like me and I'm going really fast and making it look really easy. I've been doing this for 48 years, 49 years. So, and I do it for hours every day. This is my job. So don't think you're going to, don't get like impatient if you can't go really fast right away. You'll get there. You got to take it slow. Wow, only 2 half double crochet herringbone half double crochet rows left on the edge and the last edge, and weaving it in for the man blanket. She's almost done with her man blanket. Still no mojo. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much. It was really nice of you. I appreciate that. Come back and let us know how you're doing, all right? You can do it. You got this. Next time I'm on here, you're going to be saying, you got it. You got learn how to chain, and you're making granny squares already, I bet. Chain, and then learn single crochet, and then learn double crochet, and then do a granny square. I think this icy blue color just makes this whole colorway. It's just really pretty. Okay, I'm talking and I'm not giving instructions. So let's see. So the larger peaks have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of 3 granny squares going up the side. And the smaller peaks have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. And let's see. Last time it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the time before that it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so every time it's one more. It's the 6-day Supernova blanket. If you click the poll, all the details are there. Yarn and the hook, and it's a 6-day blanket, but this is my 8th day, so that tells you anything. Goodness, this is pretty. I do say so myself. Thanks for the follow. I think I've got quite a few repeats to go on it, though. I mean, quite a few. I think I have 2 more. So 3C is the end of the repeat. So the next round is the end of my second repeat. And I think I'm going to need to do at least, well, according to the pattern, I'll need at least 1 more repeat. But I'm thinking I'm going to need about 3 more repeats after this. So we'll see. Like a nice size blanket. I can't come on here for 3 hours a night, though. I just can't. Find I get numbness, pins and needles in my right hand. Sometimes I have ergonomic hooks, but I'm not sure I find them as wonderful as some others do. Okay. Where is the numbness? Is it on the pinky side of your hand? And what kind of ergonomic hook are you using? And how do you hold your hook? Do you hold it like I do? Numbness and pins and needles and tingling, it sounds like nerves to me. So when I hear that, I usually wonder if you are leaning on something with your arm. If there's a way that the arm needs to be supported or cushioned. And also I worry about the neck, like are you forward too far like that, and then it's coming from up in the neck. We spend a lot of time looking down at our phones and devices and looking down at our work. So really should do as much as we can to sit up straight and keep our heads straight. I wear progressive lenses on my glasses, so in order to see what I'm doing, I have to kind of keep my head level and look down just using my eyes. So that helps, because then I'm not like this the whole time. One, two, three, four. How are you doing today, Amy? Did you get your crap done? Oh, I'm really glad you find it helpful. I was just sitting here thinking I messed up because I flipped it. You got a lot done today and you feel better. Well, I'm not even halfway around yet. Usually when I lay it down, I'm about halfway. Okay, so let's make sure I did this right. Chain 2, double crochet 2 together in the same stitch. Skip 4, double crochet 3 together. Well, it would be 3 double crochet in the next stitch. Skip 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the peak, skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, skip 4, double crochet 3 together, skip 4, and then 3 double crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 3, 3, 3 in the peak, and then skip 2, 3 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, skip 4, double crochet 3 together in the next stitch, repeat from the start around, join. Okay, I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I messed up some of the numbers is all on the prior rounds. Go back and fix those after the live. I can't wait to get the slip knot down. It's really making me feel bad. You can't get the slip knot. Listen, don't see, this is what I said. Don't do this to yourself. Just set it down for a minute and walk away. Okay? Go get a drink of water. Go take a little walk outside, pet the cat, do something happy, and come back and try again. Okay? When we're learning new things, it's not helpful to beat ourselves up. There are lots of different ways to do it. Just keep practicing it. You'll get it. There are different ways to do it. So try somebody else's video. If you're not getting it, try someone else's video. Take some deep breaths. That's a lot of people don't know how to tie their shoes, and what shoes have shoelaces anymore anyways? It's all right. Don't worry. What kind of yarn did you get? A lot of the time when people want to learn how to crochet, they go to the store and they get some crazy yarn because it's cool. It looks cool, but it might not. I have 2 different types, but the one I'm starting with is 5mm. Do you mean your hook is 5mm? Crafter square. Is it wool? Is it acrylic? Did you choose something smooth in like a kind of a nice light color? It was at the dollar store. Okay. Soft and shiny acrylic. Okay. Is it slippery? Loops and threads ones from Michael's is. Okay. Well, set the loops and threads one aside. The first type is scratchy. Well, even if it's scratchy, it might be a little bit easier to work with than slippery. But a good type of yarn to work with is worsted weight acrylic in a nice light color, like yellow or tan or beige or white even. So that, you know, it helps you see the stitches. Yeah, that's why I'm trying it out first. Good. Okay, you're doing it. If it makes you feel any better, learning a slip knot is more difficult than learning how to do a chain. The chain is easier than the slip knot, but you have to get a knot on your hook to get started. And then just tell yourself it's going to look like bad at first. It's not going to be perfect for a while. It's not going to be all neat and tidy. It's going to look a little crazy. Just let it be, you know, let your first try be, you know, not so great. All first drafts are bad. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, the yarn label will tell you 3, 4, what size is recommended. But just so you know, you can always go up and down. If your stitches are too loose, you can use a smaller hook. And if your stitches are too tight, you can use a larger hook to make them looser. But once you have been crocheting for a while, you'll know if your tension is too tight or too loose. You always do a little, try it, you know, try it out a little bit, work on it a little bit, make a swatch, and see if you like the way the hook works up with the yarn. And when I'm crocheting, I always use Furl's Odyssey hooks. They're my favorite hooks. And I won't use anything else anymore. But when I knit, I have this weird thing where certain types of fibers feel okay and work up okay on certain types of needles for me. Like if I'm working up something really slippery, I like to use wooden needles, wooden bamboo needles, or even plastic. And if it's like a wool yarn or something like scratchy and more rough, I like to work those on metal needles. I don't really understand 100% why I feel that way about like the combination of the fiber with the material. But yeah, I have that weirdness about me. Bye, Andrew. Have a good night. Hope you get your Crojo back. Everyone, if you see Andrew's Crojo, send it home. Hi, Marissa. Thanks for following. Fingers, mostly pinky ring, and middle pencil hold clover hooks. Don't generally lean on anything. I have not used those clover hooks. I personally don't think they're large enough to really be considered ergonomic. I shouldn't say that. They're pretty small. A couple years ago, I sent a bunch of the Furls hooks over to the Aussies, the Aussie mods. What's up, Philadelphia? Marissa says, I love your patterns, trying to finish up a few whips and excited. Aw, that's nice. I'm excited to hear that. I'm working on whips too. I have a whole bunch of whips laying around in various baskets around the house, and I'm determined to get them done by the end of the year. Marissa, what are you going to do first, do you think? Anna says they have 8 whips. I'm not sure where the person you are chatting with about the Crafter's Choice dollar store yarn is commenting. If they bought the hook where they can be very rough and hard to work with. If it doesn't work out at first, try going to Michael's or another craft store. A few dollars will get you a decent hook. A good hook will be a better investment than better yarn. Okay. Why Ford? Did you hear that? They said they bought the hooks from Michael's. She's saying the dollar store hooks are difficult to work with, but she said she got her hooks at Michael's. Amazon has awesome needle choices. Amanda, I wonder if you're like, are you working with this? Is this pinky finger like doing a lot of work to hold the hook? I'm doing a 6-day Supernova blanket. If you want to click the poll, it has all the details in it, what I'm doing, and pinky ring in middle. See that with it being on the outside of the hand like that, that to me feels like it's coming from up in here somewhere. I'm leaning. I haven't done a hexagon cardigan this year. Last year, I worked up my own pattern for a 6-day hexagon cardigan. It follows the basic structure of a hexagon cardigan, but it uses 6-day kid blanket stitches instead of just your basic granny stitches, which I wouldn't probably wear a sweater just with the granny stitches. But I haven't done another one this year. I've been working on this stuff. I had an idea about turning this star blanket into a hexagon deal, but I don't know if it would work, and I don't know if I'm really in a position to like start on it, go on a tangent of another new idea right now. I'm trying to focus and clean up some of the ideas I've already like started spinning on. Thank you, Y Ford. Appreciate it. You'll get it. Don't worry. You'll be crocheting like crazy before you know it. Hi, Christine E. Welcome. I think the poll is still running. If you click the poll, start the it has all the details in the poll. This is my design. It's the 6-day Supernova. The colors are the yarn is Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle in the color Chewy. So it's cake yarn basically. And I know I have a third one of these somewhere. I wonder where it got off to, but my other one that I had, look, this is all that's left. I feel it's like halfway gone. The other one was looking like, I'm betting it has a knot in it and the colors are out of order. So I'm a little bit worried. It's my life. If I have to break into that for this blanket, then I'm a little worried I might have to deconstruct the cake and rearrange the colors, because I have a feeling there's a knot in that guy. This might be it for me tonight, you all. 2 rounds. Well, it's been an hour and a half. So I'm almost to the end. I can do one more. Whoops. And then this will actually bring me to the end of repeat number 2. Thank you very much. Thanks for following. Yeah, thanks, Amy. That's helpful. My mom said she could never really crochet, but she took up latchkey, I think, during chemo. Okay. Well, don't give up. You'll get it. And if you 2, 3, 4, you have a Michael's near you, like if you really get stuck and you really can't get it on your own, go to your Michael's and ask if you can if there's somebody that can help you or that you can take a lesson from. Missy says, I can go as fast as you. Really? You want to race? Hobby Lobby can teach as well. They have classes. Yeah, I think you can learn a lot of things online. I wish I could work that fast. I'm still pretty slow. I've been almost 50 years doing this. Also, if you go to your local yarn store. Yeah, local yarn store, yes, but they don't always crochet. When in doubt, hang out in the yarn aisle long enough and someone will come along to help. Yep. Working on some popcorn pumpkins for gifts. Might have them done by Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm not hopping on that trend. I'm trying to stay focused on my own projects because I have so many and I really want to wrap some stuff up by the end of the year. What are the little deodorant looking things? They do look like little deodorants, don't they? uh, my library has a crochet group as well as the senior center. Yes, you can check your library, um, check the local community college if you have a community college. There might be a class there. Um, but this, I am using the Scented Stitches Aromatherapy Stitch Balm on this project. They have 4 scents, and I'm using this one, which is Calm. And I have a, let's see, can I still cut and paste that? Yes. There's the, there's my affiliate link for it if you want to try them out. They're nice. I found them at the Craft Alliance conference last year. Craft Industry Alliance. And I have a cable blanket that I'm working on, the Pumpkin Sideline Me. I hear you. That's easy for that to happen. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I have my um, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, whatever, every other week. I have a Zoom call with people in my membership community, the Betty McKnitiverse. So we try and alternate AM and PM so that we can hit different time zones for people in different parts of the world. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., I've got that going on. I don't have a lot of meetings going this month. I usually have like design workshop meetings, and at least once a month I usually have like a wrap up your whip, wrap up a whip kind of meeting. I haven't scheduled that yet, but I'll probably do that. And then I like to do a somatic crochet meeting, which is like a self-care um, crochet meeting where we talk about taking care of our bodies while we're crocheting. And like we've been talking about a lot on this live tonight. And we also talk about, like healthy gift giving and making things for ourselves, and how just ways that we can enjoy our crochet more and use crochet as like a mental health boost. So those are what those meetings are about. Those meetings are still the crochet as self-care meetings are still open to the public, and they're free. They're not just for the people in my membership community. But if any of those interest you, you're welcome to join. It's bettymcknitiverse.com. you absolutely, you can do it. Come on now. Someday I'll break out the first thing I ever crocheted, and it was a mess. Okay, so you can do it. The only thing holding you back is yourself, you know, like feeling bad or judging yourself or thinking I should be able to do this. And all those things are just resistance. It's unneeded, you know, like negative beating yourself up. You got this. Crochet is a wonderful hobby. You're going to love it. There are a lot of in-person crochet groups that I'm sure would love to have you in their fold and will be happy to help you learn how to make your slip knot and how to get started chaining, and just take it slow. I know you really want to get right to making something, but just take it slow. You have your whole life. It's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle. And the name of the color is Chewy. And the last I checked, which was I think yesterday or the day before, they didn't have any at Joann's, and Lion Brand was out of stock. The only thing I did find at Joann's was they had one of the multi-packs, you know how you can sometimes get, and I think you might have to have a professional account or something, or a bulk account to see this, but they had the Meowth. They had a 2-pack of Meowth. That was all they had of the bonus bundle in the new colors. Or the old colors. Sorry. Actually, I don't know which are new and which are old. But this one is called Chewy, and there's another one that's called Meowth that are just, the Meowth also has really subtle shades like this one. It's really pretty. I waited like a hawk for the Meowth to come back in stock, and then I was like, it's here! And I hurried up and went and bought 2 of them, and I haven't done anything with them. And then I got these, I have 3 Chewies. I don't remember what I thought at the time I was going to do with them. But here I am. I'm doing this with them. Okay, I'm on to round 3C, and this is the 3rd time I'm doing 3C. So it's slip stitch in the next space, chain 2, double crochet 3 together in the same space, 3 double crochet in each of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. 6, 3, 8. Okay, so this is 2. This is going to be my last round of the night. So tonight I'm only going to do 3 rounds. This is 3. This is 4. You can go really fast on round 3 because you're working into those spaces. This is, no, that's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. The only thing that's slowing me down is pulling from the outside of the stupid skein. I hate it. 7. 8. and then 3, 3, 3 in the peak. And then 3 double crochet in each of the next 8 spaces. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, 2, that was 3, this is 4, I can't count, no crocheter can, I swear it. This is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, double crochet 3 together in each of the next 2 spaces. Whoops. 1 before and 1 after the double crochet 3 together in the row below. Three double crochet in each of the next 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Where can I find the 6-day blanket pattern I have decided to use for my grandson's blanket? Looks like you're posting in the 6-day blanket group. If you go to the FAQ guide, you'll find all the links there. But it's BettyMcKnit.com 6-day kid blanket is the original pattern. Took my daughter to the... Oh, Amanda. I don't remember. I think I might have been talking about your fingers and your hooks. When you're playing with yarn. That's not so funny. When you're a kid, everything is playing. Oh, wait. Am I paying attention to what I'm doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. All else fails, I will be popular with the strays. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 3, 3 in the peak. 8, 4, 4 spaces. 3, 3, 3, 4. And really, wife word, if you really struggle with the slip knot, it's not that important that the slip knot is right. So just tie a knot and put it on your hook and carry on, you know, and come back to that later, because it's honestly not that important that your slip knot is exactly right. It's probably the least important thing about your whole project. If you really can't get it and you want to keep going, yes, just make whatever knot and then work on doing your chain, and then when you know, are feeling more confident, go back to figuring out the slip knot. Honestly, nothing in crochet is that serious. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is that serious. Just tie a knot around your, yeah, just get a loop on the hook and keep going. When I teach people how to knit, I cast on for them. And then I teach them how to knit. And then once they know how to knit, I teach them how to cast on. We go back and I show them how to cast on. But casting on can be more frustrating, more difficult than actually knitting. So I will often cast on for them, teach them how to knit, and then I'll say, all right, rip all that out. Now we're going to go back and cast on. And then I show them how to cast on. And then we keep working on knitting. Because you cast on that one time, and then especially when you're new, you make something and then you go back and you're like, well, how did I do that again? Because you only cast on once, you know. It's harder than actually knitting. The slip knot is harder than making the chain. Hi, Hessa. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm sorry I didn't think to tell you that earlier. Just get a knot, just put a knot on the hook, you know. Your 5A is working out now. That's good. Yep, that's good enough. Good enough for now. You can always go back and master that later. It's not the most important skill, you know? Hi, Ruby. I'm doing well. How are you? Oop, I think my yarn is changing again. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's kind of subtle. Thank you very much. If you click the poll, the poll gives all the details, but it's Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle, 6-day supernova pattern, which is my design. I'm doing the Ridgy Didge stripe on it. The yarn is Lion Brand, and the name of the color is Chewy. I'm using Scented Stitches Stitch Balm. There's my affiliate link for it. Wow, the comments are really delayed from YouTube. Whoops. So after I complete this project, you're welcome. I'm going to, the next project I'm going to work from start to finish online is the 6-day Ridgy Didge blanket. I'm going to make a full-size one with worsted weight yarn. My yarn came in yesterday. I ordered 11 colors of the Lion Brand respun in the bonus bundles. I haven't decided which colors I'm going to use out of the ones that I bought. I mean, they're all amazing. They look really nice together, so I might just use them all. I don't know. So when I do that project, I'm going to start by making a swatch and doing all the measuring and resizing, and I'm going to do all that. And I don't know when I'm going to start it. It depends on when I finish this. So, but I guess I'm going to post some details about it. Thank you. I heard a little sound. I'm not sure what it was, but thank you. What was I saying? I'll post some details about that so that people can join in if they want to make a 6-day Ridgy Didge blanket. Good night. Good luck. Check back in with me and let me know how you do, okay? You have a good night. Thank you very much. I'm happy with it. My chair is really squeaky. It's a little embarrassing sometimes. Can I ask where you got this pattern? It's my original design. It's called the 6-Day Supernova, and you can get it on my website, bettymcknit.com. Yep. That's what I was saying before. I'm more of a designer than a maker. So I'm working this up so I can photograph it and put it in a pattern. And then it'll probably, I mean, I think I am going to gift this one to somebody, but I have to make sure I'm done with it before I can gift it. You know, because then what if somebody emails me and has a question about it and I don't even have the sample anymore, you know? I had a bunch of shawls and stuff that I had made working out a pattern that I went and took them up to my storage because I didn't want to get rid of them, but I didn't really need them. I wasn't using them or wearing them. So I had company coming and I just took them up to storage because I was like, these are just in the way right now. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Yeah, it all started with the 6-Day Kid blanket, and which I just kind of published on a whim. And then that went viral a couple times, and then I started a business, and um and then my followers were asking me if I would make it in the round. Would you make it in the round like the granny square? And I kept saying, no, 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 it's not the 6-Day Kid blanket if it doesn't chevron. So they said, well, make a star version then. Oh, sorry. Took me about a year. I figured out how to make this pattern go in a circle and also chevron, and there you have the 6-day star blanket. And while I was doing the star blanket, I was like, this could be done different ways. It could be done with more points, and having them all be the same size and having them all be different sizes. So I actually did 3 different star blanket patterns: the star, the superstar, and the supernova. And this one is the supernova. And then from there it was make a sweater, make a hat, make this, make that. And I did end up making the 6-day blanket stitches into a granny square and a granny square blanket and a granny rectangle blanket. And those are called the granny square, the great granny blanket, and the great granddaddy blanket. And then the reason I was doing the granny square to begin with was because I wanted to make a hexagon cardigan with the 6-day kid blanket stitches. So the granny square evolved into the 6-day hexagon cardigan. And so, yeah, so that's a thing you can make. See, I'm getting tired. I'm almost done. Where is it? Oh. Nope, I'm not almost done. I'm about halfway around this round. All right, let's see if these... I have these other batteries. They're like, uh-oh, I put it in wrong. They're like, oh, they work. I didn't think they worked. I was going to get some new ones. Because they're, they're generic. They're like not from the company that actually made the camera. Thanks for following. Appreciate it. How's everyone doing tonight? The wind really picked up here on the Outer Banks last night. The sky was super weird today. I didn't go down to the beach at all. Hi, Nancy. The balm that I'm putting on my finger isn't a treatment. It's aromatherapy. And, oh, well, you're very kind to say so, Crafty Sneezy. You put it on the finger that you tension the yarn with, and it smells really nice. And it puts the essential oil into the yarn. And so then your project will be scented. It's a subtle scent. It's very pretty. This one is called Calm. My favorite of the four of them is Power. I mean, there must be a really big delay because I'm explaining the stitch balm that I put on my fingers. It's called Scented Stitches. I've dropped the affiliate link a couple times tonight, but it's in my link tree. So if you go to my bio, any of my bios, I have my link tree there. I'll check my link tree. And I actually think that the link is pretty far down in my link tree, so I should move it up to the top because I've been talking about it a lot. What happened? There we go. I still haven't turned the heat on, but I did I closed the windows not all the way. They're just cracked. So it's not like I'm not getting the breeze all through the house, but I can still hear the ocean. I just don't want to shut the windows because it was so hot that my windows were closed almost all summer. I only opened them a couple of times. And when I did, it got super hot. And my legs can't handle it. My body can't handle it. It's just not, it's not good for me to be sitting here in the heat. Plus all like the electronics and the stuff, I don't know. Appreciate everybody that's stopping by right now. Thank you. Somebody who must have shared the live. Somebody shared it, or y'all are hitting the likes. I can't see how many likes I have from this view. Thanks for following. Hey, Betty, I sent you pictures of the cup cozy coasters that I make. Okay. Where did you send them? Okay, I'll check them out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more points. And then I'm going to have to be done. How long has it been? 2 hours and 13 minutes. I can't do any more 3-hour. Well, I'm not going to say any more. I just, when I came on tonight, I was like, I am not up for a 3-hour live. So it's going to just have to be 3 rounds for tonight. You know what always happens though, when I get to the end, I'm always like, well, I could do one more round, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to stop at round 3C. And it's a good place to stop because it's the end of the second repeat of this set of rounds. Okay, so when you get through all those complicated rounds on this pattern, then you end up at 4, 5A, 6A, 7B, 2C, 3C, and you repeat that one time for a baby blanket or 3 times for a throw. So this will be this round when I finish it right here will be the second repeat. So when I do one more set of these 6 rounds, which will probably take me 2 lives to do at the rate that this is going, then we can make the judgment call about if I'm going to keep going or if I'm going to stop. I like my adult size blankets to be at least 60 inches across. So that's 5 feet. That's as tall as I am. And most people like them a little bit bigger. Okay. For me, 60 inches is great. I'm a short little lady. But if you have someone that's taller or even much taller, they will want the blanket to be bigger. Of course, you're welcome. Enjoy. Let me know what you think of it. See how that yarn turned to gray, and I don't really even remember when it happened. That was like a subtle kind of fade into that. Almost there. Three more peaks. I really don't want tomorrow to be Monday. Does anybody else feel like that? Good night, Nancy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm almost done here, folks. I'm going to be way behind now. You're winning the race. I didn't even do that much tonight. I think the last couple nights, times I went live, I went back to back, but before that I was like every third night or something. We have craft and chat in the morning, but I won't be able to work on this because I'm only doing it on lives. I feel I could go 2 hours at craft and chat. Get a good little something done. Hello, each time I tune in. Item has grown so beautiful. Aw, thank you. I love Mondays and a new chance to get it done. It's true. It's already Monday here. Face purple crying. Oops. I still have a couple hours left before I have to start. Get up in the morning, Monday morning, and do my brain dump. You know, get a nice brain dump going. Dump it. Get on that brain dump. It's 8:10 p.m. here. It's 9:10 p.m. here. So I think I came on at about 6:30. So yeah, I had been, I was going to come on a little earlier, but I was really hungry. And so I made myself some chili and I ate that. And then I just, sat down for a little bit, worked on some other stuff. And then I was like trying to come on just a little bit earlier because it feels like when I come on at 7, just to even do 2 or 3 rounds is going to be 2 going on 3 hours. And then by the time I get off, it's like 10:30, and it's like the day is over, you know? So I wanted to come on just a little bit earlier and get off of here when a little earlier when I don't feel like it's like, well, that was the whole rest of my day right there. But I do enjoy coming on here and chatting and working on this. Here in Oklahoma. Whoops. Hi, Stitchin' Mama. Welcome. I'm sorry to say you popped in right at the very end of my live. I'm gonna complete this to here and then I'm gonna pop off. How are you doing? My day out yesterday and having to frog. Oh, how were things at your dad's, by the way? Also, Amanda, how large are you planning on making your blanket? Are you going to go to the requisite 3 rounds and then stop? It's cool. Many of us on West Coast enjoy quality viewing. My TV is only on to watch Let's Make a Deal. There's nothing on. I'm gonna go watch the reunion of Love is Blind. Even that show, only 3 people paired up and and that was it. And I feel like those, yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but yeah, it's just sad. I had so much hope in that show when I first started watching it back during the pandemic, Love is Blind. And but it's just sad to see that like so many of the couples haven't made it. I don't think any of them have actually. Craft and chat is 1 a.m. for me. Oh man, I'm sorry. We used to do it at 9 a.m. and I just couldn't do it for the Aussies and for Courtney and the Aussies because she's 12 hours. But yeah, I don't think it's convenient for many Aussies even at 9 a.m. So I stopped doing it that early. It's just a little too early for me. I'm a night owl. I'm up late all the time. And so to get up at 9 a.m., I'm sacrificing a little bit more of my morning routine, or to be, not to get up that early, but to start peopling that early. Um, oh, my stitch marker just broke. So yeah, but to be online and like ready to do people and stuff at that hour was just too early for me. So I changed it to 10 a.m. Um, some of the ladies even here in the US have to get up early to be there for it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll change it. I don't know. What is that show about? Love is Blind? It's like they set people up to date in these pods where they can't see each other, and they go on all these dates, but they can talk to each other and ask each other anything, but they can't see each other. So they sometimes fall in love, and they get married. They're all going there with the intention of like finding someone to marry, and then sometimes they actually propose, they get married, and then they eventually split up. Always. I did this last time. Should I make a different hand gesture this time? Maybe I'll do the shaka this time. I don't know. I have to, if I don't freeze it, doesn't it doesn't show up on the on the whatchamacallit, the time lapse anyways. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do the shaka. Like, hey. That's kind of dumb. I think this one's the best, but or maybe a thumbs up. Don't ask me why I'm cracking up at myself so much right now. Okay. There we go. There it is. This supernova. Oh, I have to measure it. Let's see how it's doing with 26, so 52 inches. So I don't think one more repeat is going to do it. One more repeat is only going to add 2.5 inches. So I don't think that's going to be enough for me, but we'll see. We will see. I think, what did I say? I think I was going to do a total of 5 repeats was my prediction. So this was 2, so that would mean I think I'm going to do 3 more. So, but we'll see. All right, thank you all so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Have a great Monday, and if you're in the McKnitiverse, I'll see you in the morning. If you're not in the McKnitiverse, go join, and I'll see you in the morning. All right.